afternoon, everyone, and happy Friday. Today for our healthy cooking, we're going to be making turkey enchiladas, and these are the recipes you're going to need. So we have fresh ground turkey, and I have 85% lean and 15% fat, but there's another one where it's like 93% lean and 7% fat, but you can get that as well, but I needed the bigger pounds to cook for a family. And we'll need 1 onion, chopped and diced, and then 4 cloves of garlic grated. And then you're going to need rice, cauliflower. You're going to need some red chilies and red enchilada sauce. Diced tomatoes with green chilies and a little bit of tomato paste. For this, you're also going to need a glass or baking dish to put the enchiladas in once they're cooked and ready to go. And you're going to also need flour, tortillas, or whatever tortillas you would prefer. And now we're going to rice cauliflower in the microwave for 4 to 5 minutes. Put it in there for 4.5 because it was already partly thawed. And now we're going to start on the ground turkey. So I just started the burner, and we're going to add some olive oil on here. And then we are going to add the onions on here first. And then we're going to let these brown. And now we're going to add the garlic in here. Just let these get caramelized and let the flavors get in there. And then once these are starting to get browned up here, we're going to add the ground turkey and seasonings. Just added our turkey, and I'm going to use my nifty little ground meat masher and just ground this up. And then we'll add the seasonings once it gets all mixed in here. Alright guys, so I'm still working on mixing up this ground turkey here. And the rice cauliflower is done and cooling in the microwave. Canceling that so it stops beeping at me. I have added some salt and pepper to the mixture here. And what we're going to do is once we add the taco seasoning, we're going to add the tomatoes and the tomato paste and taco seasoning and in here. And you can add anything you want in here, like black beans, corn. I may add some corn in here for my son. And you can just add anything your heart desires. I know that some people even like putting like refried greens to like make it all combined together. And then once we get that, we're going to start building our enchiladas to put in the baking dish. To bake these, you'll have to set your oven at 350 degrees, which I might as well start now. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and when you get them in, they'll bake for about 15 minutes. And that's all you'll need to bake it for. Just to make sure that they bake well and that the enchilada sauce cooks and absorbs into the tortillas, and the cheese melts, of course. So we're about done. This is what it's looking like so far. Hold on, you can't see that. Got some ground turkey here. Has a lot of water in it, but that's better than grease. So, alright. Alright, so I just turned the heat down after this got cooked, and I'm going to add 1 thing of my taco seasoning. And then I'm going to add some extra seasoning like diced onions, cayenne. It's just a mixture using paprika, cayenne, and chili powder. Keep it in here. And then we are going to add this to it as well. Have some dried tomato flakes, chili flakes, and we're going to stir that up. Alright, so after mixing all of the taco mix in, our rice cauliflower is ready to enter in here. And then you're also going to add your diced tomatoes with red chilies, with green chili. All right, I added the diced tomatoes and green chilies. And then here is the enchilada sauce that I'm using. And what you're going to do before you develop the enchiladas is you're going to put a little bit at the bottom of your baking dish here. And then you're going to start filling it up and then fill up the rest of them and top it off with the rest of the enchilada sauce. The reason I'm adding tomato paste to this is so that all of the meat forms together. So when they're in the enchiladas, they will cook a lot better and bake a lot better. And they won't pull apart when you bite into it or fall apart. So that's why I'm adding that. You can add other stuff in there if you want, like sour cream or anything like that if you'd like. And now we're going to start forming our baking dish with the enchilada sauce. Before we start forming our enchiladas, we're going to put a little bit of this sauce in the bottom of our dish. So they don't dry, and that's about half. And we'll put the rest up at the very top. Got a scoop and a half on here. Yeah. And we're going to roll it up here. And then you can put it in the sides if you want, and then we're going to put it in our baking dish. I was able to fit 6 of my enchiladas in here. Now we're going to take the rest of our enchilada sauce and just put it over the top here. And then we're going to get our cheese out, and you can add whatever cheese you want. I think we're going to just use cheddar. We're going to add that on top as well. Alright, so now we are going to add our cheese on here, and I'm using medium cheddar. Just put as much cheese as you like. And then we're going to put this in the oven at 350 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. The outcome here. I've already started dishing it out, everyone. And I'm going to be eating this one for my husband. He's going to have one and I'm going to have one. And then my son ended up having the taco meat in these itty bitty burrito bowls. So for it being nutritional month, which is awesome, he got his vegetable, which was in the cauliflower rice. And he got his fruit because we gave him some blueberry. He got his protein through the meat, the turkey meat. And then he had his grain through the tortilla shell. So that is the healthy cooking video for tonight, for this afternoon, everyone. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend and stay safe.